Today I wanted to tap in on perspective and how I changed my perspective in over probably like 7, 8 months. First thing first, you put your head down and grind. All right. A lot of you probably been grinding on your whole life, and your perspective still ain't changed. Cause I was there, from riding my bike to work 10 miles each day, there and back, rain, sleet, or snow, making sure it got done. Really didn't have no responsibilities, but I still did it. Still couldn't keep up with my rent, my bills, my lights, my gas, getting evicted and stuff all the time. But being the one at work, while I watch my friends go out and party, while I watch my peers go out and do things, and go out and have fun and go to concerts and this and that, I was the one grinding my weekends away, grinding my nights away, grinding away my early years, and just thinking that that was enough to change my perspective. But it wasn't. Uh, when I really started changing my perspective, everything changed. Everything changed for me. When you really start thinking rich, when you really start thinking outside of the box, and start just changing the way your mind operates, right? Everybody wanna, be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do, right? And I was waking up early. I was going to work. I was working all night, and then turn around. I was playing football, playing a little semi-pro football, and I feel like that was it, and that was life. Still late on all my bills. Still can't get nothing right. I feel like could never get nothing right. But what I did was I just put my head down and keep grinding, man. And then one day you gonna look up and everything around you have changed. It don't happen overnight, you know? Some people think that it should happen instantaneously, right? But if you grind, you put your head down, 5, 10 years, everything changes. But when you really take it serious, like I did this past 6 months to a year, when you really be serious about it, your perspective can change a lot sooner. Okay? When it comes for reading books, I hated reading back in school. I hated it. When the teachers will call you out in school and have you try to read in front of the whole class, and you never put that much energy towards it, so it wasn't your strong suit. I was always good with numbers. That's just me, right? But now I challenge my brain to read. I challenge my brain to learn things that a year ago I would have never even tried. And just doing that has changed my perspective so much in life. It changed my perspective so much to the point where now we got a business running. We're working 45 hours a week, and then after that, doing junk removals and doing stuff on the side, on top of investing and trading, and then soaking up as much of that energy as I can, right? When you change the perspective, you got to change your energy. You got to change who is allowed to be at your table. You can't let everybody sit at your table. And that's one thing that I had to learn. As your perspective starts to change, as your energy starts to change, your vibration is different, and people just really can't be around you. And that's okay. That's okay. That's how you know that you're on the right path, honestly, because you still sitting around cracking the same jokes, doing the same thing year after year after year. There's no growth. There's no improvement. Okay? So when you start to do things differently, don't let it phase you. Don't let it knock you off your hustle. Make sure you keep grinding. Make sure you keep putting in the work, and make sure you show up for yourself every single day. Okay? Show up for yourself. Show up for your family. Right? You want to do everything you can to make sure your family is in a better place than what you was left off with. Correct? Like, that's why we here, honestly, as men, is to do whatever it takes to make sure when you're gone, your family ain't got to worry about the things that you did, right? There's no way my family should be having to scrape up money to bury me when I'm gone. That's just the truth of the matter, right? So when you change your perspective and you realize what you're actually living for, it's an abundance of things that you can do. It's an abundance of things that come to you naturally. And then you start doing things that you never even thought of in a million years. What I like to think about is that we only get one life, man. You only get one life. You're only here for as long as you're allowed to be. All right? So make sure every day counts. Make sure every day counts. Like, what you gonna do? Sit around and complain all the time about not being able to do this and not being able to do this? But oh, so and so get to do this. Oh, LeBron James just bought this. Elon Musk. Like, why don't you be the next LeBron James? Why don't you be the next Elon Musk? All right. Never look at what somebody else is doing and try to compare it to your life. Because one thing I learned is everybody's story is different. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's path is different. All right? You find your journey, you find your path, and I guarantee you, you will have a breakthrough you always wanted.